Hi, everybody. Welcome to a new week and welcome to a new improvement nugget. Today, we're going to go a little further on the respect people part of continuous improvement, and we're going to focus today on a challenge culture. So, whether you're in a leadership role of a team, or when you think about culture, you could be thinking about a business team, a sports team, your family, your community. If you're in a leadership role or you're just a member of those teams and part of that culture, there's going to be some good information in here. And one of the things that I think is important in a culture is for it to be defined and there to be an understanding of how to challenge things. So if you're really taking on important issues that have a big impact, not everybody's going to agree all of the time. And it's important to be able to facilitate those different perspectives. So you want to be able to, uh, a good way to respect people is to define how it is that they challenge what's being said or what's being done. So Nigel Travis, CEO of Dunkin Donuts, wrote a book called Challenge Culture. It's an exceptional book. There's a lot of really great information in here. And if you're really interested in learning more about it, that's where I would send you. But I'll share a couple of things, my own thoughts, but also thoughts out of that book. And just to frame it up a little bit better, Nigel Travis was at Blockbuster when it went out of business, but then became the CEO of Dunkin' Donuts when it went from a private company to a public company and experienced a lot of growth. And there's a couple of things that are pointed out in there about being able to challenge. Blockbuster discouraged challenging. They wanted everybody to align and agree with what was being pushed down from the top, and they failed. Dunkin' Donuts encourages challenge from everywhere, but respectful challenge. And so, a couple of ways to help you understand, again, whether you're in a leadership role or just part of the culture, how you can get into a respectful challenge situation is you've got to understand that these things do not happen overnight. When you're building a solid culture, you're building respectful challenging culture. It does take some time. It will not happen overnight. Some of the things you can help define is how you challenge, when you challenge, where you challenge. So in a lot of situations, you can think about, is it a very emotional time? So maybe we should wait. Is it in front of certain people that it's not going to benefit for the conversation to be had in front of? So maybe we need to have it in a different place. And then how, and so that you have to think about, and there might not be one way. You have to think about the dynamics of your team. Maybe you have some very introverted folks. Maybe there's some extroverted people in the group, and so providing options to fit those personalities is important. Another thing that Nigel shares in his book, and I completely agree with this, is that you have to understand that information is a resource. If you're going to be respectfully challenging, it's not a weapon. So don't weaponize your information. Use it as a resource to inform people. And I want to leave you with this. Did a series on simplicity, and this is going to make this topic complicated, but this is not a simple topic. This is a complicated topic. One of the key components for me, if you're going to be in a culture that's respectfully challenging, is that everything is aligned with the values of the bigger system or the bigger team. So in order for that to be possible, the values have to be defined. And more importantly and more effectively is if everybody in the system is part of or agrees to what those values are. So if everybody is aligned on values, some of that respectful challenge can be a lot easier. So again, big topic, short session. So if you want more challenge culture, Nigel Travis, story of Blockbuster to Dunkin' Donuts, but most importantly, set your people up for success, respect them, and continuously improve.